Hey guys, so as you can tell, I'm doing my 2-month postpartum update. I'm actually 8 weeks postpartum today. The lighting is a little bit different because my light bulb blew and I had to put a new one in, and apparently it's not the same kind. So it's kind of shitty lighting, but this is what we're going to work with. So I'm just going to talk about like abstinence, birth control, show my incision line or scar, and go from there basically, and just tell you guys all of that. Basically, I'm just going to kind of start from the beginning a little bit and tell you guys how it went down with my surgery. I was supposed to be numb and awake, and the numbing didn't work. They did the test cuts, which was like the most painful thing I've ever felt in my life. They cut me, I completely felt it, and then I woke up with no pain medication, and they had to press on my uterus every 5 minutes, which is like shoving your stomach, pushing the blood clots out, and getting it to contract, because mine wouldn't contract, and I had zero pain medicine in me, and it was basically a mess. The first 12 hours I was in excruciating pain between gas and air in my stomach and my back from trying to do 3 spinals, which are like 4 to 6 inch needles. I don't know, they're in between there, that go near your back, and I had 3 of those, and then I think there's 4 little needles to every one, so 12 small needles. So my back was very, very sore. I had chest pain, and it was, I'm going to do a labor and delivery, but it was basically just a very bad mess, and healing for me in the beginning was really, really hard. It took me 30 minutes to get out of bed the first time, and it was just a struggle. I healed a lot faster. I didn't take like what they said because I was supposed to take a certain amount of pain medicine daily, and I basically would cut each of those in half, and then I was taking those up to 2 weeks daily, and then I had cut off, and I haven't taken any for like a while. So yeah, it was very hard in the beginning. I think I did a 2-week postpartum update, and you guys can go check that out on my channel, but I figured I would do a 2-month one, and then this is probably the last one I'll do. I may do like a 6-month or a year or something, you know, just to give like a really big update, but yeah, I don't see the doctor anymore for my incision or anything of that, so nothing's really going to change from here on out, just basically completely healing. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I am going to show you my incision line, which is going to be really hard, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't show anything too provocative. It may, and I'm sorry. I'm just going to try to get the line itself, but it is kind of hard to do that because it is low, and low is my vagina. So if you guys do see anything, you won't see a bunch. But I'm going to go ahead and show that with you guys. I couldn't show it the first time because it was way too hard to try to do that, and I had tape still on it. My tape just fell off like 5 days ago, I want to say, like 3 days ago, I don't know. The last piece of tape just fell off so that you couldn't even really see it, but I do have a bunch of pictures. So I had 25 staples. They chose to do staples because my skin went together really well, even though it was a second cesarean. So 2 months for me is really well, actually. I just got cleared by the doctor today to lift anything. I can now engage in sexual activity, and I can wear tampons and things like that. You can't do that until you're cleared. Basically the way the doctor put it was, have you had sex yet? And I was like, no. So I guess I really could have been having sex, but they tell you not to. So yeah, I'm completely cleared, which means everything looks good. Uterus, cervix, all of that is perfectly, I guess my cervix never really changed, but I guess it kind of did, is completely back to normal, and everything is fine. I healed perfectly. Incision line looks great, and everything is perfect. My uterus, did I already say that? But basically everything is good, which is great, which means I'm completely cleared and I'm going to do whatever. Basically they tell you for the first 6 weeks not to carry anything heavier than your baby, and if it's not your baby, then you can only pick up a gallon of milk. My cat's about to go in there and shit. And basically at 4 weeks I started carrying her diaper, or her car seat, because I had to. I mean, it was annoying and frustrating. So I think it was actually 5 weeks I started carrying her car seat, and yeah, I did fine with that. I didn't have any issues, and I am fine. I still do get pains every now and then if I do something or turn a certain way. I do get pains because it's not completely healed. They cut through every muscle in your stomach, so it's like not healed. But yeah, certain things I do. I'm not gonna go and lift like 30 pounds, you know, right off the bat. I'm gonna ease into it, but other than that, it's all fine. Now let's go into birth control, so I was just talking about everything healing. I did choose to get on birth control. I chose the pill. I have been on the shot, the depot shot before, and I was on that after Drew, and I had no problems with it. I actually didn't gain any weight with it. I got down to 110 pounds, which is the smallest I've been in years, and yeah, it worked out great for me. I wasn't really having sex much after I was on it, but what sex I did have, I didn't get pregnant, and there were condoms involved, so that was nice. I chose the pill just because I believe that the shot, it stops your period for the most part, and I believe that you have to bleed that out. It's poisonous blood, essentially, and I don't want to know, like, what happens if it doesn't come out, so I chose to just get on the pill. A period doesn't bother me because I am a tampon wearer. That's a little TMI, but I do wear tampons, and you can't even really tell you're on your period when you have a tampon. It eliminates smell, odor. It is so much cleaner. It's so much easier to, like, handle, and, like, I get embarrassed if I go in public and I'm on my period because it's just an embarrassing thing to me. But with tampons, it doesn't bother me, and I started wearing those in 2015, just because I got with a guy, and I was like, oh, this is weird, so I want to wear tampons. I don't know. So I did wear tampons, and I like tampons. So I did choose birth control. With that being said, I'm not having sex. A lot of people commented about my abstinence and was like, you don't even use condoms. Yeah, I'm very well aware, and I'm very well aware about the people that were like, what about birth control? Okay. I am on birth control for the simple fact to just regulate my periods and basically help my body get back to normal, and then if I do ever decide to engage in sexual activity, I am protected. But I'm abstinent. I'm not sexually active. Sex does not appeal to me anymore. I have 2 children that both almost basically killed me, and I don't want to go through that again. I have the kids that I want, and I believe that if you don't want kids, you don't have sex. That's just kind of how I believe, so I am choosing to be abstinent. There's just no one that I'm, like, I don't know how to say it. I just don't see myself engaging in a sexual activity with anybody, because it's just not appealing to me. I have no interest in that as of right now, or really guys in general, so I am abstinent. That's my personal choice. I don't tell everyone to not have sex, but I do suggest that you wait to have sex. It's a great life to live. So, I believe that's it. I'm going to show you guys my incision line. I started my pregnancy at 143, and then I lost 2 pounds, and at the day before I had her, I was 161. I got up to 163, but I was literally only there for, like, not even a week, so that's weird. But I was 161.3 or 161.2 the day before I had her. Within the first 5 days, I was 151, and then within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I was down to 141. With that being said, I have gained some weight back, which really sucks, but I mean, it is winter and I really am stuck in the house, so I can't really do any physical activity, and there's just nothing to burn off the calories that I eat, really, and I hadn't been cleared, so there was no way I could do, like, home workouts or anything like that. So I am back up to 146, which really bothers me. It just makes me really self-conscious. I know that I've gained weight back since being, like, 3 weeks postpartum. Totally thought I heard something in there. Since being 3 weeks postpartum, I have gained weight back, and I really hate that. But I do plan on going to the gym. Now that I am cleared, I can start doing home workouts, and I can start going to the gym. I plan on being down to, at max, 125 is what I want to be at. That's, like, maximum weight. But ideally, I would want to be, like, 115 again. I really like that. I didn't have an ass, and I didn't have boobs, but it's okay, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my 2-month postpartum body and my incision line. And yeah, like I said, I know I've gained weight, so if someone comments that I've gained weight back, I swear to God I'm going to come through the screen, hi, thank you, and smack the shit out of you, because don't you dare get that kitty. No, because I have gained weight, and I know that, and I do plan on doing something about it. Just like for the past 2 years, I've been saying that I'm going to get my body right, and I actually started doing so right before I found out I was pregnant, and then I got pregnant, and there went my body. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So I'm going to start with the incision line, because I need to figure out, like, how to do this without like really showing you guys like my vagina, because I really do not want to do that. I just may get down, but okay. This is hard. No, okay. So this is my 2-month incision line. This is after 2 C-sections. So there you go. Alright, so here is my 2-month post. I'm stepping on a spider. Why is this such a bad angle? This is my 2-month postpartum update body. So I know that I have gained a little bit of weight back, which really sucks, but most of my weight really went to my hips. So yeah, I have gained a little bit back, not a whole bunch. And like stretch mark wise, like I only got like really a few. But yeah, that's really all I had to tell you guys about. Hopefully, you know, this helps you kind of see what 2-month postpartum is like from a C-section. My C-section was very, very different and very traumatizing, and most C-sections aren't like that. So don't, freak out if you have to have one or something, or there's a possibility. Most go very, very smooth. My one with Drew was extremely smooth, so it doesn't always happen like that. Like I said, I may do a 6-month or a year postpartum, just to show you guys my incision and let you guys know like really how it's going. I did forget to mention that the right side of my stomach is numb almost all the way up to my belly button, which is normal because they do cut through the nerves, and I can't feel it. I can feel the pressure underneath the skin, but I cannot feel skin-to-skin contact, which sucks really bad because it's like that whole side of my stomach. My doctor said that I could get some feeling back, but I most likely won't get all. There's a possibility, but it's very rare, and I may not get some feeling back. It may just stay completely numb, but there is high hopes that I should get at least some in the next months and years to come, so that'll be nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know a lot of people always wonder what healing from a C-section is like, and I couldn't really show you like the reality of it because it's very, very hard for mine this time, but I did kind of show you guys what I could, and hopefully you guys didn't see my vagina and that wasn't a really, really weird angle, but that's the only way I could show you without fearing showing my vagina. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more. Subscribe to see more of my face. Follow me on Instagram at coolmom of2_98. 2 is the letters, 98 is the numbers, and have a terrific day.